Все, запускаю всех.
Колеги, вітання. Як вас багато?
Hello. I suggest to switch into English because we have a lot of colleagues from other countries. Hi.
Okay. I didn't know this. That's why I started from Ukrainian language. But Ukrainian language is rather modern. Yes, you should know it. Especially
And international language here.
Yeah. Like this. So we are waiting for my colleagues, Mila and Nadia, for a few minutes, and we will start, okay?
I think we will wait 2 minutes maybe, and then begin. And if somebody want to connect it, he can maybe.
Як вас багато? I see Mila is here now, so I think we can start.
Okay, guys, let's begin. Nice to see you, nice to hear everyone, and it's really good to see everyone who took the time to chat with us live, because it's important now after pandemic to see everyone and have really this live conversation. And I'm glad to all of those who will watch this video on the record. My name is Max. I'm CEO and the co-founder in PLATMA. Also today I'm with my team and partners who are working together on the product. Maybe somebody will turn off his microphone. Thank you, sorry. And okay, I will repeat. Today, I am with my team and partners who are working together on the product. Our project is already a year old. We have gone through a difficult path of startup. We have felt all the pains and delights of startup, and it's really in its early stages. Every month we improve our focus and our team. And here, I suppose it's not so short period of time, and why we decided to make this little or small event and to share with you our success and our plans for the coming year. We changed approaches and rethought the task, but we have never changed the vision. And our main vision and main philosophy is to make digitalization simple. We are confident that the technological approach that we use is up to date and already timely. It's not a secret that zero coding technology has been around since 1996, but it has never been able to become simple and widely used. We believe that humanity now is ready for digitalization and is just waiting for an accessible tool. I believe that monopoly of digitalization in big businesses, enterprises will be ended, and anyone on the planet will be able to go to digital business. In the past, no one believed that a huge computer could be put into a small smartphone, which we use every day, and that even the children and people can use it. But Steve Jobs proved otherwise. Steve Jobs also started from small iPod, that's all. And now Apple is a religion and a whole ecosystem. I'm sure that everyone watched the movie Titanic and was satisfying. But the movie started with just 183 pages script, where it was impossible to get a future feel of the movies. Therefore, I ask you not to judge us strictly, but sometimes turn on your imagination and imagine how we build a new future. Thank you that you asked, and I'll pass the floor to my friend Yaroslav and going through.
Thank you, Maxim, for such an inspirational speech and such an inspirational start. Hello, everyone. My name is Yaroslav. I'm co-founder of PLATMA. Today, I would like to share the status of the company and the products. So I will share my presentation, and after that, we will go to take a look at our products. So my colleagues will do the demonstration. So here is my presentation. Okay, so we can start. So what is a PLATMA? PLATMA is extreme no-code software development platform. So compared to our awesome competitors, we decided to create solution not for IT engineers to make them more efficient and to deliver their software in more effective way. We decided to go much more further. So we decided to create solution for ordinary people who can create their own software to digitalize their processes without any knowledge in engineering, in software development, etc. So they can use natural language as a code. At this moment, it's English, but in the future, the system will be agnostic. So you can use any kind of languages in the future. So the main problem of our main customers, our main target, it's small and medium businesses who have a lot of processes that they could digitalize, but they cannot do that by their own, and it's quite difficult to them to create IT department or to hire some subcontractor to help them, because it costs a lot of money and they have to spend a lot of time. So simply they do not do that. But at the same time, we work with the huge IT integrators, which already foresee advantages in using PLATMA, and some of them even invested money in our company after I started to use it. So what can bring PLATMA? PLATMA, as I mentioned, can let our customers to create their software on the fly using just natural language. How it works? So the customer can use our platform to chat with it in declarative way. So you just can start from the first sentence, like, I want to sell goods. And of course, it's not enough to understand what kind of software you would like to have, but it's a good beginning to start chatting with you. And the system will ask additional questions until we'll receive all the information to translate it from declarative to imperative way, and to create the flow and add all necessary components and templates and connectors to bring you the software. For example, I want to sell goods, and the system will ask, okay, what kind of goods and what platform do you prefer to use it? For example, you can sell from different social media, or you can create your own website, or you can use any other solution for that. And after this conversation, all the information is here, and we can bring this solution to you. So PLATMA consists from 3 layers. After the infrastructure, of course, there is a first layer. We call it low-code platform. So basically, this solution is for engineers. It's very similar to ordinary low-code platforms that are existing on the market, like OutSystem, Appian, Mendix, etc. So you have to be a developer to use it, but you can use it in more effective way. So you don't have to create software from the create the code from the scratch. You can use nodes and create the solutions. The second layer, which is also already exists, it's a tool and interface builder. So you can create your software without any line of code, but again, you have to understand the architecture and how to create the flows. So this is level for business analysts. So all these 2 layers are already developed, and our partners started to use it. And by the way, we also covered some pilot projects with these 2 layers. And the third layer, it's our disruptive element that I mentioned on the beginning. This is layer is for ordinary person who can starting to chat, and then the system will ask additional question. Probably the person can share the whole information at the beginning, and there will not be any additional questions. But how it works, the magic is quite simple. The verb is a function, all other words is the parameters of the function. So when the system will have all the information, it will bring you the software. So a couple words about the market. The market is huge and booming. The forecast for this year is a little bit more than 32 billions of USD, but in 2030 it will be almost 119 millions. A couple words about competitive landscape. So there are a lot of low-code, no-code platforms, awesome platforms on the market. We use them to use and we very like them, but all of them was developed for the engineers. So our approach is a little bit different. So our mindset is absolutely different. So we would like to highlight and bring our customer to the higher level of abstraction, so they can use it with natural language, not with languages of programming, and they don't have to understand how to build the flows and and the architecture of the project. So we have a builder which help us. Also, one of our competitive advantage that we are vendor lock-in. We do not have any vendor lock-in. Our components and the PLATMA itself, it's open source solution. So that's why big IT integrators who started to use it enjoy to use it, because they can develop by their own templates, connectors with their developers, and we choose the most popular technologies and languages of programming is JavaScript. So they can create anything by their own. They don't have to create scope of work for us and ask us to add something to our product because their customers would like to have it. With such approach, we can develop our product, and we already do it in much more faster way. And there is a marketplace. So once our small and medium or big partner develops some template or connector, he or she could put it on the marketplace, and we will share the revenue with them. So a couple words about our traction. We are on the pre-seed stage. We are closing our 2 million round. At this moment, we already received 1,450,000 on the account. We have commitments which cover all the amount of the money. So basically in the autumn, we will close it. We already signed contracts on 1.7 million, and half of this money is already on our account. And we have 9 big contributors. It's a big IT integrators, our partners, we call them our ambassadors, who started to use our platform to cover the project with their clients. So with such way, we became a standard, and these contributors helps us to create additional templates and connectors, so our platform became more mature. We have pilot projects. By the way, here is highlight Noventi, Kasek, it's a huge IT integrators. We have project with other companies which are presented on this slide. Our team, it's our main asset. We have more than 40 professionals at this moment who bring this product to the people, and we really enjoy to work with them. And we have awesome advisors who helps us to shape precisely the product for the market needs. Fortunately, I do not have time to introduce you all of them, but I just would like to highlight Chris Deshkevich. He's the head of Schneider VC. Previously, he was the head of Siemens VC, and according to his strategy, Siemens acquired one of our competitor, Mendix, for 600 million euro. At this moment, Chris is in our team. He is our advisor and help us to create product precisely for the market needs. At this moment, as I mentioned, we almost covered our round. Our lead investor is Almaz Capital, our strategical investor who started to use but then invested 500,000. It's Naventic. We also received money from awesome business angels who helps us a lot with networking, with their advisors. It's Murat Abdrahmanov, Valeria Melchenko, Vadim Mikhalyuk, and we just received a term sheet from Most Ventures, and we believe that we close this deal during the next week. Basically, that's a short overview of the PLATMA status. And finally, we can go to the most interesting part of this demonstration to see the products. So I pass the floor to my colleague, Viktor. He is our business analyst, and he will present you PLATMA itself, how it works. So please, Viktor, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Yaroslav. My name is Viktor. Hello, and I'm business analyst on the PLATMA team. Let me demonstrate the basic capabilities of PLATMA. So let's go to the PLATMA page and log in. After registering and logging in, we see the control panel of our apps. We develop a section with ready-made app templates in different domains, which will become a marketplace in future. But now let's look at our demo app. At the top, we can see the main parts of our system. In fact, there are three elements of any product: processes, visual design, and databases. Let's take a look at them. And the first is tool is our flow builder. This part of the system is for building processes and calculations, which replaces the work of backend developers. In the role of flow builder, we use Node-RED. It is a clear and convenient tool for business analysts. A process step node is a rectangle. Arrows combine nodes into a process. On the left, we can see a set of ready-made nodes, but any user can develop nodes for themselves and post them in the shared library. Let's look at some example. And the first is a simple process of getting currency rates. In our example, the process starts by creating a page. After initiation, the node goes to the site of National Bank of Ukraine, where it extracts all currency rates, then selects rates with certain codes. We can see 4 currencies, and passes them forward. I should note that this whole process has been created without any code. Or here is another simple example of transforming information, text, into a QR code. I don't need to know how the process or how process of creating the code. I just use a node that can do it. Another interesting example. It is a process that tracks the status of a shipment using data on the server of a delivery company. We have a magic node that connects to the server of the delivery company and gets information about the shipment. The process selects only the necessary data, sender phone, and other data. And transfer it forward. For example, on the website or in a message to a customer. I should note that this node was created by the PLATMA team and published in the shared library of the Node-RED community. Now any user can download and use it. Let's give it a try. We can find it among 5,000 nodes. Here's a node created by a PLATMA team. Let's import it. Oh, we have already installed it. Okay, we can. Any user can find and download this node, and we can see. Now we can see this node in the stack, and we can use it in our processes, like any user in the world. And the second tool is UI Builder. It is a tool for building. Interfaces. It replaces the work of front-end and designer. In the role of UI Builder, we use ToolJet. It has a simple and familiar interface, similar to many other interface builders. In Tooljet, you can create visual structure and design using available functions, as well as write your own functions, import and export them. We can easily create some page, add features to it, and customize it. As you can see, it is simple and fast. But let's look at some examples. Let's start with publishing currency rates. A few minutes ago, we saw the process of obtaining currency rates in Flow Builder. And in UI Builder, we have built a visual form of the received data. So let's get our currencies. Another simple and clear tool is a data collection form. The user fills in the data, which is then sent to the business. Some information, name, address. It's a very simple form. A more complex example is the administration of discount codes. For example, on the event of Black Friday, we are planning several discount programs. Let's create one of these with 10% discount and starting, for example, tomorrow. And create a QR code. We can see and add it to our database. We can see that our discount program has been added to the database. It is interesting for us that QR code was created in Flow Builder. I show an example of how to quickly create a business process. User can create a QR code, a calendar, a chatbot, and immediately publish it on a website, in social networks, in Shopify, or anywhere else. And all the data will be saved in the database and then used by the business. And in PLATMA, you can quickly create many simple solutions. And not just easy, not just simple. In the following example, we can see a CRM prototype. We can create customer. We can create a product. Set the price. And we can create the order, where we can choose our customer, our product, and set some description. And then we can communicate with our customer base. We can send them some email. About some subject, by email, by SMS, etc. So I have shown some very simple examples of creating apps in Platma. Currently, our R&D department is still working on the artificial intelligence component that will help to make the Platma extreme no-code system. However, as an IT integrator, we are already developing standalone applications in Platma. We call them powered by Platma. For example, SalesJinn, a product created on the Platma platform. Colleagues, could you please demonstrate it?
Hello, everyone. My name is Dmytro Nechai. I am Platma's chief architect and one of the product leads of SalesJinn. SalesJinn is a tool we have developed on top of the Platma infrastructure that we have also created. The goal of the SalesJinn is to help small to medium businesses leverage their customer base and audience to monetize it in case if they want to sell something or to drop ship some products and so on. A few examples of people that we are focusing on, our avatars are dropshippers and influencers. So we achieve that by focusing on the business side of things, using our low and no-code solutions powered by Platma and connecting it to an extreme no-code platform that allows people to do the task they need to do without the need for a routine. Let's start with the view. Our avatar would be a person that already has the following and is looking to sell custom products that they make in their leather shops. Once the person opens up our platform, they are greeted with an interactive onboarding that will ensure that the process is completed in under 10 minutes and you get your first customer. So we are guided through the process creation. Once we check with the greetings, let's take something from the photo library and add it. When the image is updated, we can follow on through and design the products we are gonna sell. So what we are gonna be selling tonight is wallets. Yes. And yeah, we could add a new wallet and then fit in the product and fill out the description. So this one would be a black wallet, for example. Well, we would be able to attach a photo from our phone and provide a short description for the users to understand what they're working with. So it would be a custom-made black wallet, handmade wallet. And yeah, because we're kind of lazy today, we would just copy that to the full description. Moreover, people would really like to see the shorter version for the wallet and see more pictures than more text. So let's give it a price. And done, we're ready. So once we have checked all the products we want to sell, we can continue through the process. We given an ability to choose from the shipment provider that work within your region. For example, this one is aimed at the Ukrainian region and major shipment providers are Novopost and Ukrainian Post. Yeah, that would be all. And then we are given an ability to say something just for the person, like to greet them, to send them for the order. Yeah, and done. Now, when we're ready, we are given an ability to copy the link and publish to the media channel of our choice, the place that we use to communicate with our audience. Yeah, and once we copy the link, we can send it anywhere and it will work for everyone. That's the basic of it. And let's look at what it's going to look like for the customer. The customer would be subscribed to your media channel. It could be a WhatsApp group, or like Telegram channel, or maybe any communication that we share messages and media through. They see a notification that a new product is on sale. They follow it, and then they start the process. Yeah, so they greeted with a message and description of what's happening, shown their product. Yeah, we say that that's the wallet we need. And then the bot collects all of the data that's needed from our side to send to you the product. My first and full name would be Dmytro Nechai. Yep. So my phone number is like, if you need, give me a call. And I live in Kyiv. And the post number is this. Oh, sorry, I misclick. I need to hide it. Yeah, here. No, I don't have any comments. So the order is created. I can see the new order I have left here and information about it. And that's everything that I need from the person as a sales manager, because I now have all their contact information, I have their location, I know everything that I need to send them the product. And we are working on adding an automized integration with every shipment provider for the markets we are working with, so that for you as a person trying to sell a product, there is no need to manage any delivery information, to register any shipments. Just once the person pays for the product, the shipment will be automatically created. And once the person receives the package, the status will notify you that the order is finished. What we are working on as well is using the NLP and generative solutions that we are developing with PLATMA to allow you to make the process into a communication one. So we combine the no-code aspect of representing the flow with an NLP dialogue approach, when the person would only tell us what they were trying to achieve, what's the product they want to sell, who is the audience. And then using our pre-built templates and the user base we already have, we'll provide them with a custom sales script, show them the information visualized with our no-code solutions, and give them an ability to sift through it, alter it, and tailor it to their needs if they see it fit. So that will be all from my side. I'll get back to my colleagues.
Okay, Dima, thank you. Viktor, thank you for your presentation. I just would like to add a couple more words. The main idea is to liberate small and medium businesses from IT dependency and to help them to digitalize their all routine, every processes, repeatable processes, without any experience in coding and engineering and so on and so on. So it's basically the same pattern that which was implemented 6 years ago in computer industry. Remember, there were huge computer departments with professionals who understand how works this hardware, software, and if some organization would like to calculate something or to do some research, they bring the scope of work to them, wait for a couple of weeks, and receive the result. After a couple iterations, finally they receive the satisfied result. So absolutely the same in the field of software development at this moment. Absolutely the same pattern. Businesses are hostages of the IT departments, IT subcontractors, freelancers, and so on. So we would like to do the same, which was made with personal computer and operating system. At this moment, we can use our computers, our Microsoft Word, Excel, and others without any knowledge, and we even do not understand how it works and what is the code behind all of it. So the same will be implemented in this industry. So on the one hand, we have small and medium businesses as the customers. We would like to liberate them from IT dependencies and make them more effective. For example, we made hundreds of customer developments with the small and medium enterprises. And for example, e-commerce entrepreneurs or dropshipper, they can send in average up to 20 deliveries per day because everything is manual. With our solutions, they can increase it for 200 or 2,000 deliveries per day and even more. So on the other hand is IT integrators who can use all layers of PLATMA to develop any kind of the software for their customers in more effective and more elegant way. So basically, that's all for the demonstration, and we are open for your question, ready to answer it. But before you will ask the question, please say your name and your position so the audience can understand and recognize you. Thank you. You can raise your hand with the Zoom and ask any kind of question, so we are open to answer it. Okay, colleagues. If there is no questions,
Hello,
you
guys.
can. Oh, yeah.
Hello,
Yeah,
guys.
sure.
Great product. I'm a CTO in one company. How we can join to you as contributor? What we need to do for that? Do you hear
It's
me?
a good question.
Yeah.
It's a good question. Yeah, first of all, we created a memo, and then going to studying can create maybe little pilot together and educate your team how it works and what specific points we have, and we can share with you our expertise and our experience.
Thank you. I think that we will use this product in our, because we need to do that. Thank you.
Thank you, Ivan.
Awesome. So, please.
So thank you for this wonderful presentation. Congratulations on the milestones already achieved with this business. And I have a question about how you present this new venture to Western investors, to Western stakeholders in Ukraine at this stage. And the question is, it would appear that you are able upfront to address their concerns about the risks because you've already secured certain investments. It would appear that many of them should be very impressed with the abilities and capacities that you've shown during this conflict. So I'm just curious as to how you pitch that, how you approach it, and where you would sort of locate your success in convincing Western investors that the risks are both low or manageable. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Matthew. By the way, Matthew is our advisor and our friend. So Matthew, thank you for the question. We are a global startup, and we registered our company in a couple countries. So our headquarters and our parent company is a Delaware company. So all our investments we received to the Delaware company. But previously, we established the headquarters on Cyprus and received money on Cyprus. Our 40+ people are in different regions in the world. So there is basically, we even didn't receive any even yellow flags from the investors related to the situation in Ukraine, because we build it. It's not a physical asset. It's a software, and the team is moving during the countries. By the way, at this moment, I'm in Kyiv. My colleagues, they are in Europe. In a couple of weeks, we will be in San Francisco at the TechCrunch with our stand. So we are pitching globally. And we pitched using different places like Collision, TechCrunch, Web Summit, and so on and so on. And by the way, on the 13th of November, I would like to use this event to highlight it. We will have our huge no-code conference in Lisbon, where we will invite all our colleagues and even competitors, but we do not call them competitors. They are our friends, like OutSystem. There will be Chris, all our investors, advisors, and there will be a lot of potential investors who are thinking about to invest in this industry. and to invest in the project in this industry. So that's why we even established a non-governmental organization, Association of No-Code, Low-Code, which is also a global organization. And there are a lot of the companies, the vendors companies, IT integrators who use this, big enterprise companies who also use this solution, and investors. So to cut long story short, we didn't have any questions related to this problem with situation with our neighbor. And we just show our previous cases. So this is not our first startup. We run a lot of the businesses and we executed quite well. We used to use platform of our competitors previously, and we foresee a lot of potential that we can bring to this world with the PLATMA. For example, Max and his team covered more than 50 huge projects with big IT enterprises. So when we show it all to even US-based funds, so they were impressed and were ready to invest in our company. So at this moment, we even received 2 business angels from Ukraine. All our investments are from abroad. Mm-hmm.
So thank you. That's very helpful explanation, and indeed shows strategically exactly why these types of investments are both optimal and able. You can manage the risk. Let me turn the question in a different direction, which is, do you feel the company is now positioned to leverage and take advantage of new monies, new smart monies that may come into Ukraine as a result of increasing global interest in Ukraine? And some of that money is not so smart, by the way. We know that because some of it is managed through public sources. But if it's properly channeled and can be public-private in nature, it can be turned into smart money. So do you feel the company should be positioned to take advantage of that? Should ignore that? If you feel it should be positioned to take advantage of that, where are you in that process?
Yeah, thank you, Matthew. Absolutely. After this situation with a neighbor, we feel that investors are interested in sometimes just to start the conversation with Ukrainians who pitched with these sirenas around and with these rockets and so on. So that it was, who are the girls and guys who can pitch in such conditions? But when we started to communicate with them, they started to interesting in the product and our team itself. So it even helps us. And related to the investors, as I mentioned, we almost closed the round and we received 1,450,000 already on the account, but we have commitments for the whole amount of money and we can close it today. But for us, it's important to have smart investors who can bring not only the money, but bring something additional and very extraordinary for us. So we very, very precisely measured the investments and investors who can invest into our company. And even more, we close our round without the cap. So for many funds, it's kind of red flag or yellow flag. So there is no valuation. So we will give you money, we'll receive just a discount. So, but even with such conditions, we have more than enough investors to invest because we show quite impressive traction. So less than a year, we have the product, we have the customers, we have the revenue, we are growing very fast, and the industry is interesting. It's booming itself. So it's blue ocean. We don't have to fight with the customers for the clients. That's why we even invite our competitors to our conferences. And by the way, at our conference, PLATMA will not present itself. Only our competitors will have this opportunity. So, there are a lot of plays for the business. The market is booming. That's also a very important part. When we're choosing the area where we would like to build the product, we are choosing the booming industry. So this industry is booming. And this approach where everyone knowing just natural language can create any kind of software, it's a fantastic industry like PC did 50 years ago or something. So we are absolutely in safe conditions, we are happy, and we enjoy it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mitch. Okay, colleagues, any questions? Okay, Daniel. Daniel.
I just wanted to now that you have what I have understood, you have a team of people that can help get things up and running, which is really interesting for a lot of us. And also, yeah, on the stages that you're building on now. I had to jump back and forth in the meeting now, but could you please elaborate a bit about how you foresee like the near future, the switch from having developers helping us getting on board and then towards the future where PLATMA is the extreme no-code platform. I think it's really comforting that you are using the product yourself, but it could be interesting to see how you're planning to do that transition.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Daniel, thank you for your question. So if we are talking about the enterprise clients, we would like to work with them through our IT integrators / partners. So because, to be honest, we don't want to do customization. We already covered 9 big enterprise clients with custom development, but we had to do that to make our product as much matured as is possible and to prove the concept and to show to others that there is a standard, you can use it as well. Then we started to work through IT integrators. For example, if the bank will come to us, we will bring this bank to, for example, Asseca, our partner, because they quite experienced in this in this field, and they will cover this project with PLATMA, of course. But strategically, our main market is SMB, small and medium businesses, because there is it's absolutely empty niche. So not SAP, not Oracle, not other vendors don't want to go there, but there are a lot of very simple, repeatable processes that could be covered by us. And all kind of person who's launched its own site or its own magazine can, using natural language, create any kind of backend digitalization. So this is our niche. We would like to sell thousands and thousands licenses per day, then to cover 10 big enterprises customization per year. So, but of course, we would like to be on this market, but through our integrators and other partners. How we will reach these small and medium customers? We will go to this market, and we already started through our partners like banks or logistic services or other big companies which clients are SMB. So we just came to a big bank and offer them additional unfair advantage. We call it an unfair advantage. By the way, we are in discussion with JP Morgan Chase with their disruptive e-commerce department. I really enjoy this name of this department. So the bank, standard bank, offer only 3 services to its SMB clients. First, it's a payment system, it's an account, bank account, and it's loans. But their customers can use only payment system 20 times per day because of the bottleneck. They simply cannot manage more than 20 delivers per day. With our solution, which could be on the base of the bank, on its website, on its application, their customer can digitalize all the processes from idea to apply or to post their product up to the final message from the customer with satisfaction of the customer. So the whole line should be digitalized. Bank only think or about the payment system, and that's all. We would like to bring them to the world where all this routine will be digitalized, and their customer can provide not 20 payments per day, to 200, 2,000 per day, and so on and so on. That's why banks and delivery services really enjoy to implement it, and it's their unfair advantage. So that's how we pitched it to them, and we already have pilots with them. Okay, I see the hand of Alexander Mazny. Alex.
Hi, everybody. My name is Alex Mazny, and I am a CEO of Online Property Solution and Maxym Prokhorov. Yaroslav, you said really interesting thing about AI Builder. Could you share with us, please, more information about these solutions, your plans in AI automatization, and how it will work? Thank you.
Okay, Alex, thank you. I will answer, but if my colleague would like to add something, please do that. So, by the way, Alex is our client, and the Online Property, it's a very interesting company that was, all the software stuff was developed by PLATMA, and this is our honor. At this moment, we have 3 independent team, which with expertise in IE, artificial intelligence, and natural language processing. By the way, this is our main advantage. This is not our first startup in this niche. So natural language processing is the field where we feel that we are one of the best experts. So there are 3 teams. They almost developed this solution. At this moment, we have level of the result that satisfied us on the level of 84%. But up to the end of December, we finally will release this tool, and it will be ready to use for all our customers, which even started to use it without this 3rd layer. So the 3rd layer will appear, and our customers can start to do that. And this is our main idea, to once we will have it, our small and medium enterprise, we will go to our small and medium enterprise directly, not through the partners and so on. So this is the stage where we are, according to this. And how it works, to make it simple, as I mentioned, the verb is a function, all other words is the parameters of the function. The system understand declarative sentence from the client. If there is some lack of the information, it will ask additional questions. After that, the system will transform it into the imperative message, and the system will add all elements from the low code and base of the PLATMA, and the customer will receive the result.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Alex. Matthew, yes, you raised the hand again.
Yes, I'm just curious, because this product, this company, and this leadership has been shown in the middle of what is the first full-scale cyber war in history. And so I'm just curious as to how you address investors and or clients or partners' concerns about cybersecurity.
Yeah, thank you for the question. It's an extremely important question. And the templates and connectors which will be in our marketplace will be checked and proven. And of course, it will be much more secure than some software which will be developed by freelancer from the scratch, because we have a special team who looks through all the components that appeared and published in our marketplace. It's extremely important. And if we are talking about the big enterprise clients, it's also very it's extremely important. For example, if we are talking about the banks or similar to bank organizations, they cannot use software from freelancer, and even more, they cannot use the software from artificial intelligence, which was generated by artificial intelligence. So in our case, all the templates which will be developed by the partners will be checked and secured, and everything which will be developed by artificial also will be checked and secured before it will be launched on the marketplace. If we are talking about small and medium customers, this problem is not so painful. So they just, it's a small businesses, they have 20 to up to 200 payments per day. But at the same time, it's also important. And as I mentioned, we will cover it with our team and with our community. So that's one of the reasons why we launched this community, because we would like to gather it around us hundreds and thousands of professionals who will work on this field as well, because it's open source. The result could be used by everyone. So, and that's the only way how to build it in a secure way. By the way, it's not the approach that we invented. It's the approach of the many very awesome companies like Red Hat, like Linux, and so on and so on. So they cover this issue just in the same way. So thank you, Matthew.
Thank you.
Yaroslav, I didn't find possibility to raise hand in Zoom, and probably it's updated. My name is Peter. I am CEO of PLATMA, possibly competitor of PLATMA. And my question about your revenue and subscription model, mostly, because you said that you make 1.7 million in revenue. So it means that you have, but from other hand, I hear that PLATMA allows to do all in open source. So how your subscription model looks like, how you was able to make 1.7 million, is it subscription part, or this is pure professional services to use developers to do something based on PLATMA?
Yes, Peter, thank you for your question. And by the way, the answer why you cannot hire your hand, that because you just answered that you are probably our competitor. So we decided to not to elaborate to you.
Sorry, yeah, so then you can remove this question. Let's play this game in the rules.
Yeah, it's a joke. Of course, Peter is also our friend. He run extremely awesome product in the same niche, but we feel that we are not a competitors. We could support each other because we have absolutely different niche where we are going through. And I hope we will have this cooperation with you. So related to your question, you're absolutely correct. As I mentioned at the beginning, according to our strategy, we decided to cover 10 big enterprise clients at the beginning as IT integrators. So this 1.7 million, it's not a fee for the license of PLATMA. The whole amount of money that we generated covered the whole project. So we use PLATMA and we use our team, our hands to deliver it to it. So it's a big enterprise client, and the biggest amount of the contract was 500,000. So that's how. But in the future, we would like to sell it to small and medium enterprises for up from 25 USD per month up to 100 USD per month. But as I mentioned, we'd like to sell it 1,000 and 1,000 per day, not to cover 10 custom clients per year. So, and by the way, this is one of the different where we could find points of cooperation with your awesome startup as well.
Thank you, Franz.
Thank you, Peter. Okay, colleagues. We precisely spent 1 hour, as we highlight before. So if we do not have any additional questions, I think we can finish this demonstration. And thank you for your involvement, for your questions. In any way, we are ready to answer additional questions. If we will have it, you can send me email, and we definitely will answer to you. And we are ready for any kind of cooperation with all of you. So please reach us if you will see some potential. And one more thing, I would like to thank again to our awesome team, because all we have was developed by them. It's absolutely awesome people and professionals. Thank you for that. Thank you, team. Okay, colleagues. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.